Alrighty folks, so here's a quick little update on our passenger side fender here. Did a little more sanding on it and a little bit more filling, and like I said, it's very, very light. It's not a thick layer at all. You know, I'm not going to just sit there and Bondo up the bottom of the fender here. That's the whole point of cutting out the rot and putting new sheet metal in. So there's some of the shadows from the tree there. But it ain't perfect. Still got to do some more sanding on it, but I threw a little primer on there just to see what I had, and it's turned out pretty good. So it's definitely getting there. A little high spot right in here, I can see. But other than that, we just about got it. So I'm pretty tickled with it. You can see a little high spot now, but other than that, it's definitely getting there. So I got to come around and do this edge yet, take all that down the bare metal. But I'm tickled to death with it so far. It's looking pretty good. So I will clean up the other side as well. I started cleaning up a little bit. I got to finish cleaning it up, grind all them welds and all that down. So but we'll clean all that up and get all that trash out of there, because, you know, again, I'm very, very particular about this stuff, and I like it to be done, you know, as professional as I can possibly do it. So, and I think I'm gonna go on and just weld all these screw holes up and just call it good. So we'll do that next. We're gonna shave off the trim. I'm not gonna put that back on there, but I tickled to death with that fender. I mean, it turned out fairly decent. It ain't done yet, but looks a lot better than what it did though. But yeah, get that one high spot right in here. Other than that, I think we just about got it. So the light, the sky, it's a pretty sky, ain't it? I like that. But it's turned out fairly good, so I'm tickled to death with it. So I think it's gonna be really nice when we get it finished out here. And started sanding up here at the top here. Had a dent up here about the size of a 50-cent piece. So I knocked the dent out, put a little filler over it, and it ain't done. We got a little high spot right here, and it looks like one right here too. But I gotta get in there and block sand that some more. I just kind of roughed it in there, but it's getting there. It's gonna be a nice fender when we get it done here. And I tell you, as nice as this stuff is starting to turn out here, I mean, I'm no body man by any means, but and I still got to fix that brace. I haven't forgot about that. I'm gonna fix it from this side. I'm just gonna cut it out and put a new piece in there. I'm not gonna buy a brace for this side, but it's turning out pretty decent. So I'm tickled to death with it. So it flowed out really good. So like I said, we'll block sand that some more. It'll turn out even better than that. But for the second time of block sanding it there, that's not bad. So that's definitely not bad. So we'll come in here. I'm gonna straighten all this out, detail all that up. Once we get the whole fender down to bare metal, it'll look really nice then. But it'll flow out real good. But it's a whole lot better, I think, than something like this, you know. That's when I don't know, I might go and repair this one too for the heck of it, even though I'm not going to run this fender. But I might go and cut it out and fix it. But this brace is pretty shot too, so I don't know, it's repairable. But yep, I gotta buy that brace. And like I was talking about in the video, they're not reversible. You know, these only fit, this only fits the passenger side, and the driver's side only fits the driver's side. You can't flip these. You know, they're made to fit specifically the one individual side, so they're non-reversible. But I tell you, this thing's starting to come together. I'm kind of tickled with it now. Starting to get a little motivated now. I've been, you know, kind of a little discouraged, you know, with this car, because it's just had so many issues going on. body wise. Mechanically, not a big deal, but just body wise, this car's had so many issues, and on all my Chevelles, that's what I've dealt with. It's nothing but body issues. But now I'm actually getting out here, doing it the right way, cutting out the rot, putting good metal back in, and we're getting somewhere with it, you know. Might not be professional, but I don't care what anybody says. That's about the best I can do, you know, is cut out the rot and put good sheet metal back in. And our patch is running along in here, so you can't really see it, but the whole patch, so this whole piece right here, our patch is from here and then goes straight on across. But this whole section right here, except for maybe a 1/4 inch this way from the edge here, that's the original edge. I kept that. But this whole piece right in here I had to make by hand, so I think it turned out fairly decent. So, but I'll knock her down, keep block sanding it until I get it, you know, completely perfect and call it good. But yeah, we're definitely gonna shape the trim off. I'd love to run it, and I think I actually got the moldings. They're 467 though. I don't reckon the wheel wells would be any different. I don't think they are. But I actually kind of wondering if these, I think the fenders are all the exact same between 66 and 67. Yes, I know, other than this area right here. I know that's different, obviously, but I think a 67 and 66 fender, like if you covered that part of it up, I think from that point back, it's pretty much the same. So, I don't know. I'm kind of curious. I got to find my other bracket too, or brace, whatever you want to call it. I got one there. So hopefully I'll find the other one somewhere. I don't know what I did with them, but I got to figure something out with that. This is what we got so far on the bottom of the fender on this. This is as far as I can take it, because I'm gonna have to go in there and grind all the welds out. Well, I mean, I ground them out, but I'm gonna have to go in there and get a brace and put a brace in it, because you know I want to fix it right. So kind of not too happy with this side. This side didn't turn out as good as what I wanted it to. I mean, it's okay, but I don't know. I think maybe when we get the brace in there, it'll look decent, but we'll see. But I'd like to, honestly, this side, to truly do it right, you know, I almost would have been better off as rough as it was to get the brace and to buy the patch panel, because this side was pretty rough, so I don't know, it may or may not, but I will get the brace regardless. We'll get the brace and we'll finish this out. I got to finish that corner, so I'll have some trimming to do on that corner. It's a little bit long, and then we'll figure out what's what with it. But I think we're going to have ourselves a really nice front clip when we get it all straightened out. And then I think our inner fenders, you know, I don't think we really got any rust issues. Yeah, I see all the edges really nice on that one, so I don't think we're going to have any issue with inner fenders. Yeah, this side's really nice too, so yeah, I don't think we'll have to do any rust repair. So that'll be nice. That'll make it really nice. That'll kind of speed it up too. But we'll be spending some serious time getting this undercoating off. I know that, but that's all right. But if I haven't mentioned already, I'm going to go through and I'm going to replace every one of these clips. Get this thing to focus here. But every one of these clips that goes in the fender, I'm going to go through and replace. So I'm going to put all new hardware in it, all new clips. I'm going to start all over again. And I do have the hood hinge bolts right there. Those are correct, but we're going to start all over with all new hardware. I'm going to buy the radiator support bushings and all the hardware, and we're going to start all over again. And then the only thing on the whole front clip that will be overseas sheet metal is going to be the radiator support and the lower valves. But I'm going to look around and might have a few connections. I'm going to see if I can find a good original radiator support. That's my plan here. I like to find a good original radiator support and a good valve, and hopefully that'll straighten it out here. And here soon, I know this video ain't about this car, but I'll say this real quick. I'm gonna finish up these fenders too when I get with the Chevelle stuff. And we're gonna get this front clip, whether it's painted or not, I don't care. But we'll strip this fender down to bare metal, get both of these undercoated and protect it. And we're gonna start putting this front clip back together on the Biscayne so that I can fix the radiator support and put the hood on it and be able to throw a radiator in it and be able to start this car anytime I want. And that way we can also put all the suspension on it, and I want to make this car where we can start moving it around. That's the goal. And then when we get it to that point, then we'll figure out something about floors. But that's what we got going on with this. So alrighty, send doggy treats to the link below in the description. He's like, please send me some doggy treats. You might have some fans on YouTube, bub. That's Max. He's like, I want some doggy treats. Nah, I'm just joking. Alright, so there's the radiator support here. And I'm going to go over that too with the fine tooth comb. We got a bunch of holes that are punched out for it. And some of them we need, some of them we don't. But I had a heck of a time finding this fan guard right here. Well, not the actual guard, but the spacer. This is for non-AC cars. Had a heck of a time, but I found that. But I almost didn't win it on eBay there. I remember when I bought that, but that's a good original one. But we're going to go through, figure out what holes we need and what holes we don't. And we're going to weld a bunch of these up and clean this radiator support up. Because I just don't see a purpose of having 50 million holes in it. But, and that'd be a little time consuming, but you know, it'll clean it up, make it look a little better. So, and also, sorry for the camera work here. Also, we're gonna take in, you know, this car's not gonna have the original wire harness either. So, well, I'll rephrase that. The wire harness will be the same, but the fuse panel will not. If that makes sense. But I got a bunch of extra parts there too. I have the rear control arms. I got all them. But I don't know if I'll use those or not. We'll see. But I got a sway bar too. But we'll figure out what's what. I need to get this on the truck. But I gotta start cleaning up. And eventually I'm gonna have to tear this shed down here eventually. But hey, there's one. There's a fender brace right there. I don't know what side it is, but I don't think it matters. Yeah, there's one right there. Awesome. I have to remember that. Oh, here's the piece I was talking about. This is for your heater hose that goes on top of the inner fender on the passenger side. That's actually the original one that came out of my 66. That's one of the hood springs too that went to my 66. I think I even got the horn button. Yep, got the horn button too that went to it. Well, part of it. I got the other half of it somewhere. It broke off, but yeah, there it is. I need another horn button. I want that design though. That's what I'm going to put in there. But see, I still got parts from my original two-door post, but yeah, I'm going to get back on that. We're going to take and go in there and weld a bunch of them holes up. We're going to shave a lot of that off, and you know, just make it look cleaner, I think. This is the old junk repop hood I'm not going to use, but we will get a template off of it and figure out what's what with our other hood. So, but I'm going to try and pull all this back out as best as I can, and then we'll see what we got. And if we can't get it 100%, as much as I don't want to do it, we'll just cut it out and just put a patch in there and call it good. But No, I'm not Mr. Patch Man. That's for sure. But I can't wait to get on this. I gotta get that molding off there too. I like to get a new molding for it. It's usable, but I'll get a new molding for it. I'm not gonna put any hood insulation or anything back in it. Never been a fan of that. I always think it's a fire hazard. I like it because it looks original, but I just don't like the thought of it being there and heat. But that's what we got, so that's the plan so far. So I just want to keep y'all updated here. I'm gonna have to get some sheet metal. Getting low on sheet metal, folks. I need some more sheet metal. Getting low. I want to get back on that. That turned out pretty good. Now it's kind of flashed off a little bit. Still got a couple wet spots in it. Turned out fairly good. I don't know why that edge looks funny. It's not. It turned out fairly good. Happy with that. Alrighty, there's the update. So not a whole lot to show, but just want to keep y'all updated on it. And we're trying to get this thing knocked out, and maybe next year we'll have this car on the road. That would be nice. It'd be nice to have it sooner than that, but I know it's kind of not really realistic. But never know. But it's just time to get this car on the road. It's been 17 years, so alrighty. Actually, I will say that, yeah, I got my first Chevelle. It was August. It was actually July of 2006 when I got the first one. It came from Cups, not Cups. I don't know. I can't think of the name of it. It's like towards Elkton, Virginia, there. But got that in July of 2006, and then I actually got it home August of 2006. So here we are again, August. So what is that? 2006. So yeah, 17 years. That's crazy. Been working on this. But I'll never forget that car had a driver's side fender sitting in the back seat, and it was about like that one. Wasn't real rough. It had a rot hole about like that. But I've came a long ways. I'm no professional at this stuff, but I definitely came a long ways for sure about cleaning parts up and trying to fix them the right way. Ain't no professional and I ain't no body man, but it's nice to be able to, you know, save fenders here, save a hood. But I think it turned out fairly decent. So alrighty, so the next one we'll get the rest of this fender done. So I'm curious to see what it's going to look like. Alright, till next time. Bye.